Hallo,
Good work.
good work. Carol, did you read the Mike Pence op-ed thing?
Yeah, very well written.
Yeah,
Very well written. He's like a mensch.
yeah, but he's very, I thought he would have been a lot more tough against Trump.
He has to play both sides. Yeah, they're all politicians. They
Yeah,
have to play the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure by the what's her name, the Schwarzer here they're going to bring in
Bass.
thousands of more that they found,
Yeah.
thousands of more ballots for. But if they
Yeah,
see
it's gonna-
she's losing, they're going to bring it in, just like the old days in Chicago. You know what the motto was, there, right?
What's that?
Vote early, vote often.
Right.
That was the mafia time. That's what they did. The Democratic.
I spoke to someone about it, and they said that what Caruso did, he hired watcher. He has people overlooking when they count the ballots to try to prevent that. But
But they'll bring it in. They can sneak it in somehow.
they'll bring
They'll
a
bring it in.
oh my God, look what I found.
Yeah, look what I found. No,
so
they're not gonna-
that's not decided either?
No.
but she's ahead now here by 5,000 votes or something.
Yeah. They only counted half. They're halfway through.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it'll 4 years until she decides. By that time, she'll have to be elected. She's a know nothing. I mean, she's not
She's
a
a
bad
nothing.
lady.
She's been a
She's a-
congresswoman for years.
Nothing.
Never did
Nothing.
anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. Zero. Zip.
Just like Maxine Waters. The only difference is Maxine Waters is known to have stolen so much money. She lives in our
She
neighborhood.
doesn't even
you
live
know?
in her district.
She lives in our neighborhood. I think she's
Yeah.
in Hancock Park,
Right. And she's
Yeah.
supposed to represent South LA. It's like
Yeah. This goes to show what this country's coming to.
everybody wants a freebie. Everybody wants something
oh,
for
yeah.
nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I also saw in the news that I get news from Israel that
Yeah.
the United Nations voted 97 against 17 to ask the International Criminal Court their opinion on the denial of the self-determination of the Palestinians.
What's their business? What are they butting in?
I don't know, but the thing is, the very few countries voted with Israel, 17, including Israel.
How did U.S. vote?
Even Ukraine voted against Israel.
They always vote against Israel. You know that? They always vote against Israel.
Never once. And they expect Israel to help them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hilarious.
England also voted against.
Who did?
England.
Really?
Yeah.
And
They have so many Muslims in England now.
but
Yeah.
even Uruguay, Argentina also voted against because
Who
they're
voted
not.
for? Yeah. Who was on Israel's side?
The US, Italy,
Yeah.
the Czech Republic, Hungary, Liberia, some other-
Liberia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the new Arab shitters of the Israelis all voted in bloc against Israel.
Wow.
That's meaningless. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah. Just out of principle. Yeah.
You see who your friends are.
Yeah.
Are the wives invited tomorrow for the
no,
fellowship?
no.
Just men?
Their wives can watch it on Zoom.
Okay.
Will there be a minion? Will there be a minion?
Yeah,
Tomorrow-
there should be.
Yes. Tomorrow
Okay.
at 9 o'clock at my home.
Okay.
Davening will be somewhere else. Wherever you go to davening is fine. We're not gonna have davening here.
7:30. Yeah.
7:30 at Yavin, correct. So we're on Yud Zayin 17 Amud Aleph Mishnah. Yesh neder betoch neder. That you can make a double neder. There ain't shvur betoch shvur, but there's no double shvur. Now, how does this work? Ketzah. Amar hareni nazir im oichal, hareni nazar im oichal. If I eat this loaf of bread, I'll be a nazir, and you repeat it. V'achal chayv al kol achas v'achas. He's chayv 2 naziros, 2 back-to-back 30-day naziros.
Oh, wow.
Both nedarim have a chalos. But if you say shvur shelo yochal v'achal, you take 2 oaths. I'm not going to eat this loaf. I'm not going to eat this loaf. And you ate it. Ein chayv al achas. You've only violated 1 shvur. We only say by a neder that there's a double neder. You don't necessarily repeat the same words. The migu de kometos of yom asir chala nazir on nazir. You added 1 extra day, the second neder. So there's a chalos of the second naziris after the first 30 days. Aval Oma Hareni Nazir Hayom Eina Chala Naziris on Naziris. It will not have a double. It will not have a double action.
And the first case, does he mean add 1 day on or 1 whole Naziris afterwards?
Hareni Nazir Hayom, Hareni Nazir Lamachar.
Oh, but before that,
today, and I'll be a Nazir tomorrow.
So that means two Naziris, 30 days Naziris?
According to Rav Huna, then it creates a double Naziris. But if you said Hareni Nazir Hayom, then ain't a Chala Naziris on Naziris, because there's a possibility, since you're starting another Naziris on another day, according to Rav Huna, it has a Chalos. But according to Shmuel, Afilu Amar Hareni Nazir Hayom Chala Naziris Alei. It doesn't hold like Rav Huna. We paskin like Shmuel. Well, Rav Huna, now based on Rav Huna's understanding, why did our Mishnah have the structure of Yesh Neder B'toch Neder, Ve'ein Shvua B'toch Shavua? According to Rav Huna, Aditana Ein Shvua B'toch Shavua, it should have immediately said, Lisni, Yesh Neder B'soch Neder, Ve'ein Neder B'soch Neder. There are situations where you can make a double Naziris, and there's situations where it won't work. And the Mishnah should have said, Hareni Nazir Hayom, Hareni Nazir Lamachar, Yesh Neder B'soch Neder. Hareni Nazir Hayom, Ein Neder B'toch Neder. Kasha. That in fact is a kasha on Rav Huna. Now, we're going to bring other proofs, one way or the other. It's not. Yesh Neder B'toch Neder, Ve'ein Shvua B'toch Shavua. Hechidon. Is that what you're talking about? Where the kavase gabi shvua, where the analogous case by a shvua would be, shaloi oichal te'enim. I take an oath that I'm not going to eat figs. V'chazer v'amar shvua shaloi oichal anavim. I take an oath I'm not going to eat grapes. That would be the analogous case by a shvua. So amay lo chala shvua. Well, in that case, why shouldn't there be a second shvua? You're taking a shvua on 2 different things. El hechidami deloy chala shvua. So what's an example where there is no shvua? Kigon de omar shvua shloi oichal te'enim. V'chazer v'omar shvua shloi oichal te'enim. You said exactly the same shvua. Then there would be no chalos of the second shvua. Well, the kavase, the analogous case gabi naziris echidami, the Omar Hareni Nazir Hayom, ukitani yesh neder b'toch neder, and yet the Mishnah says it does create a double naziris. Kashel Rav Huna, who said that the only time that there's yesh neder b'toch neder if you say Hareni Nazir Lamachar the second time. So Amar Lacha Rav Huna, Masnisen really is a case of the Amar Hareni Nazir Hayom, Hareni Nazir Lamachar. Then there's Yesh Neder B'toch Neder. And the Kavase Gabi Shvua, the analogous case by a double Shvua where it doesn't take hold, is the Amar Shaloi Oichal Te'enim. I take a note that I'm not going to eat figs. I take it all, I'm not going to eat figs and grapes. That case, the lo chayla, because I'm part of the shvuah, there was already a shvuah of oimei. So that's how Rav Huna would answer our kash. Break the Gemara. V'ha'amar Rabbah. According to Rabbah, if a person says shvuah shloi oichel te'enim, v'chazer v'amar shvuah shloi oichel te'enim b'novim, he said those two shvuahs. And then ochal te'enim, he ate figs, v'hifrish korban, and he was mafresh a korban because he violated a shvuah. V'chazar v'ochal anovim. Now, the anovim shvuah was a combination to einim v'anovim. So the first shvuah shelo oichal to einim was a complete shvuah regarding figs. So he was mafresh a korban for that. But now when he ate the grapes, havilu anovim chatzi shir. Eating grapes only fulfilled half of the violating shvuah. Vein mevin korban al chatzi shir. Alma heiche de Omar shvuah shelo yochel te'enim v'chazer v'Omar shvuah shelo yochel te'enim v'anovim migu dechal shvuah l'anovim chal nami al te'enim. To some extent, there was a chalos of the shvuah l'anovim, and therefore there's a chalos of some shvuah on the te'enim. So it's again a kasha on Rav Huna. The Gemara says Rav Huna looks really like a Rabbah. Rav Huna doesn't know like this Rabbah. According to him, the second shvuah doesn't have a chalos at all.
Why don't we say that what the reason he repeat himself is not that? Why don't we ask him? I mean, we can ask what his mind does. That maybe he said, no, I want to include this also. Not that I want to make another shvuah. In other words, I want to include the grapes. And number one, and again, another question, when he repeats himself over the same thing, he wasn't clear. He didn't think he's clear and wants to hear people hear it, what he has to say. So just like we repeat ourselves over when we say something, we don't mean to double what we say. We want to just so people can know what we're saying. I want to become a nuzzer. I want to become a nuzzer, like he's clarifying what he really wants.
But you got to be careful with your words. You can't just say shvuah. Remember, they took a shvuah with the name of Hashem. So.
But no, but a neder though, a neder is not a shvuah Hashem.
But even a neder, the repetition of the words create a chalois neder.
But it's not what he meant though. Maybe he really meant, I want people to hear it. So I want to become a nuzzer. I want to become a nuzzer, like maybe people didn't hear it when he said he didn't say it clearly. I mean, it's quite fácil. That's the way human beings talk. We talk with, many times we repeat ourselves over because we were not sure if it was heard. I mean, that would be more logical to say, Hari Nozer, that he means two.
Well, according to the poskim, if he said Hareini Nozer twice, according to Shulchan Aruch and according to Rambam, he made a double nazirus. We paskin like Shmuel.
Then he should have said Hareini Nozer for Shishim Yom. I want to be a Nozer.
There is no Nozer for Shishim Yom. Stam nazirus is 30 days.
Unless he specifies, he can't make it for specific time more. He can't say, I want to become a Nozer for 60 days.
Stam Nazirus is 30 days. Then there's Nazirus Shimshon, which was like a lifetime Nazirus.
So it's either one or the other. That's all.
No, we haven't. Right until now, the din is we've learned that Stam Nazirus is 30 days. And if you repeat yourself, you're going to create a double Nazirus. We don't just say that he's repeating himself for emphasis. You have to use other language. You have to say, make sure you heard what I said. You can't use the formulation, Hareini Nozer Hayom.
Okay.
Meisvei. Misha Nozer Shtei Nazirus. Somebody that created two Nazirus. Mana That's our Rishon of Hifrish Korban. And then he did 30 days. And at the end of the 30 days, he was mafresh his Korban. But then he was mafresh it, but he was not makriv it. V'nishal aleha. Before he was makriv the Korban, he went to a chacham to be matir the first Naziris. And he had it annulled. And therefore there's no Naziris anymore, the first Naziris. But he had now a second Naziris to fulfill. Also lo shniya b'rishona. It's as if he was Mekayim, the second Naziris, because he fulfilled 30 days. And the Korban that he's mafresh is considered covering him for the Nazir Shniya. He doesn't have to separate new Korbanos for the second Naziris. Hechidon. Now, how did this case start? Ilema de Omar, Harani Nazar Ayom, Harani Nazar Mamachar, Amai also lo Shniya b'rishona. Why would it work? There was this extra day of the second Naziris that he was Makayim. How could it be that he was Makayim the second Naziris with the first 30 days when there was that extra day? Ella Pshita must be that case describes a case where he said, the Omar Hareni Nazar Ayom, Hareni Nazar Ayom, Utiyuf to the Rav Huna. According to Rav Huna, such formulation would not create Naziris. But it's very clear from the Gemara that it does create Naziris, because it has a Havamina that the Korbanos that were mafresh would fulfill the second Naziris.
Ernie, why does he ask to be the first Naziris to be eliminated? Why doesn't he ask for the second? And then that's it. No,
we're talking about a case where he went to a Chacham and he specifically asked for the first Naziris to be annulled. If he asked for both Naziris to be annulled, we wouldn't be talking about the case.
No, but why didn't he ask for the second to be annulled? And then he had already done the first one, he got the
because we're
Korban.
talking about a case where he asked for the first one to be annulled.
I know, it sounds strange.
He hadn't been makriv the Korban yet.
No, I know.
It. So he was thinking, okay, I'll get rid of this one, and this Korban that I have, I'll be able to use for the second one.
Okay.
And that's the case. If he annulled both of them,
no, I know, I understand that.
And they both go away.
Then obviously the Korban would have been as he go to Shlomim, because you can't once it's set aside already, you have to.
Then you'd have to wait. You'd have to make it graze until it gets a mum.
Yeah.
What to do with the Korban is a different question.
Yeah. So when he says an extra day, he doesn't mean one day. He means another full 30 days.
Correct.
So there's no saying it's making an extra day above 30.
No.
So it's got to be the other one.